Opinion polls are showing Raila, Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta in a head-to-head race in the first round. If none of them manages a last-minute kick to propel over the 50+1% of the total votes cast, then a runoff will be inevitable.
Would not be surprised if Jubilee or CORD are in the lead, and then in the runoff they come off a distant second. Because what will matter if, for example, CORD is able to marshal the support of Amani, support of Amani Coaltion, support of Mother Karua, Paul Muite and so on, they'll emerge victorious. If Jubilee, on the other hand, is able to marshal the support of Amani, Amani Coaltion and others on their side, they'll emerge victorious. So the runoff will be played is very, very, I think, delicate balancing scale.
If it comes down to a runoff, then the other 6 presidential candidates will turn into beautiful girls, so to speak, for Raila, Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta to charm and woo to their camp in order to win the runoff. The most beautiful girl here, and who will be sought after viciously, will be the one who controls the largest vote basket among them all.
In my opinion, Amani has the numbers to tilt the scales. Because what we want, what CORD wants and what Jubilee wants right now is 50+1. Right now, if you're looking at the polls very carefully, CORD coalition is polling about 40-something, 47, 48, 46, consistently. Amani is polling consistently about 5 to 7. So if you added CORD polling and Amani polling, there'll be 50+1, and they can actually win outright in the first round. Jubilee the same way. If you put Amani votes and then you put together with the Jubilee, according to the current polls, because they're oscillating between 44 and 47%. If you can add the Amani coalition votes, then they'll tilt the scale to 50+1.
Nonetheless, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga would want to avoid a runoff at all cost.
Everybody wants to win round 1 because round 2 will be delicate negotiating process. And we've seen this happen in many countries, unpredictable. Somebody who gets 37% might actually end up getting 50% in the second round because you abused them in the initial stages and so on. That's why you don't have to throw brickbats right now. You must be very careful. Everybody must be seen as a friend. That's why the presidential debate, I wasn't surprised. There was no acrimony. In the American presidential debate, people snipe at each other.
Given that Musalia Mudavadi is a man likely to tilt the scales, it's difficult to tell if he will have a soft spot for either of the two men who may come begging for his support, considering the turbulent history he has had with both of them. He left Odinga's ODM party a disgruntled man and left Kenyatta's Jubilee alliance bruised.
As they say that in politics there are only interests. There are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies. Because I believe that Amani Coalition or Ego Coalition, if they know that it's them who will determine the scales, will determine who wins, they'll also have demands to make. And I'm sure they'll make demands according to stakes. They'll raise their stakes because they know they're going to determine the winner. So I don't think right now we can say Amani will support CORD or Amani will support Jubilee. It will depend on what side will be giving them, because they know whichever side they join will be the one that wins.
That said, the two frontrunners cannot afford to be abrasive towards any of the 6 contenders whom they are likely to knock down in round 1.
Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga right now can afford bare knuckle battle. They can battle each other, they can bring out the kitchen sink and throw at each other, but they can't do the same for the other candidates because they may just need them during that time.
Never mind the other candidates apart from Musalia Mudavadi and Peter Kenneth may not be of any consequence, given that they are barely registering on the radar, with many recording less than 1% on the opinion poll charts. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.